Leopold Engleitner was born on July 23, 1905 in Eigenvogelhub, Austria. Starting with his resignation from the Catholic Church, religious intolerance raised its ugly head again, and as all basic human rights were disregarded, he was severely persecuted from all sides.
One day, an official from the labor office in Bad Ischl paid me a visit and told me that I was not allowed to receive further unemployment benefits. His argument was that no religious sect was tolerated in Austria.
It was on October 5, 1939, that the senior guard of the police detention house in Linz came and told him the worst and most shocking news he would ever hear in his whole life.
Herr Engleitner, I'm very sorry, but in half an hour you will be transferred to Buchenwald concentration camp by train. You will still get something to eat, because who knows when you will ever have a full stomach again.
On Wednesday, October 9, 1939, Leopold Engleitner arrived at Weimar train station in Thuringia, Germany. It was late in the evening when he and the other detainees were ruthlessly squeezed into a prison lorry. They were then driven along what was called the Blood Road, which brought them to the Buchenwald camp.
They threatened to lock me up with the bears. At first I thought this was funny, convinced that they were only joking. Later, when I saw the bears in their pit, I realized the danger I was in.
As a newcomer, I was allotted to the penal company and received an outfit marked by a purple triangle, which showed that I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and a black dot, which indicated that I was assigned to work in the quarry.
At Wewelsburg train station, where he had to pack tools, Leopold Engleitner again experienced the brutality of the SS on his own body. One day, on the way home, he had to join another working unit, and because he couldn't keep pace, a small gap had developed between him and the one walking in front. A guard noticed this, grew very angry, and brutally kicked him from behind with his boot, between the legs, into his abdomen. Leopold Engleitner doubled up in pain, then collapsed on the spot, unable to move.
I couldn't walk anymore. The others had to carry me into the camp. At the evening roll call, I had to lie on the ground next to my fellow prisoners. Later I found out that the guard had crushed one of my testicles.
In April 1943, Himmler stopped the construction work, and Niederhagen concentration camp was closed. For this reason, Leopold Engleitner was deported to Ravensbrück concentration camp in the spring of 1943.
Then I was introduced to the camp medical officer. He asked me, "You are still a Jehovah's Witness?" I said, "Jawohl, Herr Hauptsturmführer." "We are not allowed to release you then, are we?" he remarked. After staring at me for some time, he finally said, "But I tell you what, we are glad to get rid of such a wretched creature as you." In that he was right, since I was covered in ulcers and weighed only 28 kilos.
After over 4 years of the most inhuman and brutal treatment, Leopold Engleitner returned home on July 16, 1943. Then, on April 17, 1945, Leopold Engleitner received his call-up papers. Within 6 hours, he had to report to the headquarters in Krumau, Czechoslovakia.
Since I was determined not to join this crazy war, I had no choice but to escape into the nearby mountain region.
He fled over the Vierlinger Wand into the forests on the southern slope of Leonsberg mountain. He was now a deserter, a conscientious objector, and everyone had the right to shoot him.